Alt-R. Click Braille display commands with edit.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Robinson, and I actually in front of me have a huge list of keyboard commands as I teach students. Anyway, yesterday the client and I had a really interesting conversation as he had been calling and asking everyone, what is auto read on the Focus 40 Braille display or 80 or whatever? And everyone was telling him it cannot be done. So I'm going to show you a really easy command first. I'm on my Focus 40 Braille display, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3 space to get me to the top of my
Top. Heading level 1. Add your own headings in here with
document.
Control Alt 1 dash dash as you navigate.
And then of course this comes from my other videos and people asking questions also. So I thought I'm just going to combine it all in one video. So 1, 2, 3 space gets you to the top of the document. Of course, it's very logical. So 4, 5, and 6 in space gets you to the end of the document. But today I'm going to deal with, and you probably rarely use these keys, but if you don't understand all the power of your display, then you may not even know how to use the selector keys. So the shift keys, the two little squares underneath your spacebar are left shift and right shift, very powerful to quickly go wherever you want. Like you can do the right shift and dot 4 and instantaneously open Word. I will actually load this whole thing to the yourtechvision.com site also. And I have 15 pages in here of notes. This particular student is learning incredibly fast. He's just very gifted. He is an adult. And of course, he's becoming a teacher of the blind and wants to know how to teach this also. So he has to learn it first. And of course, if you're teaching or you want to know it for yourself or your student, then this will be a great. Now, just understand these 15 pages. This is only a start. This display really does everything. So the first thing I do is I don't do all the work for the student. So of course I've added information, add your own headings in here. I've added a few because you can insert Z cursor off if you don't know this command and turn quick nav keys on.
Quick keys on.
And now it's on and I can just hit
Heading
H.
to folder and file navigation.
Don't we love that?
No prior headings found.
Okay, and it's because that's the first heading. I can also do insert F6.
Heading list dialog. Headings list view. Folder and file navigation :2. What?
And I've told him how to do F keys, immediately go there.
H. How to do F keys and multiple commands with display.
Because of course that's his first, he knows how to do some of the basics. I'm teaching him all the basics. And he's like, well, how do you do the F keys? Like Alt F4 and things like that. And so I told him to go there because we had a whole lesson on this yesterday. So hit
Escape. Edit.
Okay, but that's not why we're here. So I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3 space and go
Top.
back.
Heading level 1. Add your own headings in here with Control Alt 1 dash dash as you navigate.
Yep. And so he now, because this is going to be increasing his learning, he's going to go through when he sees a heading like folder and file navigation. I guess that was already a heading, or learning file and navigation. He's going to make that heading. So then he can just quickly get there with H. Students need to learn that also so they can navigate quickly. If you're a transcriber, then you need to be putting
Microsoft Word document.
list in there also. Okay, so I've told you about the shift keys and the space bar, and now you're going to move your left thumb to the left and your right thumb to the right, and those are called selector buttons. You're going to press those at the exact same time. Now, you're going to see, if you're visual, you can see it start moving down. It's going to be pretty slow, and I'm going to keep hitting my right selector to speed it up. My left selector slows it down, but you're also only going to see it. You cannot hear it. So I'm going to move it I'm going to let it move a couple lines, and then all you have to do is down arrow to hear the words, and it will automatically speak it to you because that's just another trick. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit my selector keys. And it's moving down on my Braille display. Visually, you'll pick it up on the document soon. As you can tell, it is incredibly slow. So I'm just going to hit that right selector and speed it up a little bit. Okay. And then you can see the cursor move down slowly. But wonder if the student wants to actually hear this. So now I'm just going to down arrow.
Bullet jaws key plus right arrow and dash read the next.
Okay. And it totally depends. Sometimes it lovely, just lovely, reads all consistently. And it used to, but you use a new JAWS and that's not fixed yet. But when I actually was doing this morning, it read out loud beautifully. So just try that. I'm going to show you another trick. I'm going to hit my control command. I'm going to go ahead and control home, get back to the top, and I'm going to show you another feature. So it's on read still. So I'm going to hit both my right and left selector to stop it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go right back
Top.
to the
Heading level
top.
1. Add your own headings in here with Control Alt 1 dash
Okay.
dash as you navigate.
The next one is a read all command. So if the student just wants to listen to it and you're not, as a teacher, actually teaching them how to speed it up. The advantage of this is everybody's trying to increase students' Braille reading speed on hard copy. Guess what? It doesn't work that well. But if you're here and you have a Braille display, you can actually, and it's easier to take data notes, you can keep speeding it up as well as the student can, and that's how they increase their Braille reading speed. And then you'll discover once you put that hard copy Braille in front of them, they're going to be a lot faster. So that's what's so lovely about the Auto Advanced. Let's just say, that's not what they're particularly practicing on, and they got to get this through this story. ER and space is auto read also. So I'm going to ER and space. That's on my Braille display.
Add your own headings in here with Control Alt 1 dash dash as you navigate. I have already done many, so insert Z for quick nav on and press H to heading or insert F6 and go to the heading you want. Heading level 2 learning files, period.
I think you get that. And of course, it tells you your heading levels and everything. So once again, back to the transcribers, make sure you are labeling these. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my mouse because maybe you're not sure how to do that. I'm hoping I'm not going to muck up my jaws. So your heading levels are up here, Control Alt 1, Control Alt 2, Control Alt 3. If you're not into memorizing the commands yet because you're just a straight transcriber, you can just go up to your heading levels. Now, they're going to come out the way you actually don't want. Like this is way too large, so I'm going to show you. And that's a heading level 1. I'm just going to select that. And I'm going to right click on this heading level. And I'm going
Update heading
to
1 to
go
match selection. 1 of 3. To move through items, press upper.
modify.
Leaving menus. Modify style dialog. Name colon.
Now, a screen reader user can do this also. You're just going to go ahead and do Alt H. I'll do the command right after I show you this. And then you can tab through this dialog box and you can set this as a permanent default. Now, you don't want to change the format right now by default Atmos display heading. Well, and we just set this up for the students right off the bat or teach the students how to do it. It's Times New Roman.
Atmos display left parent headings right. Font combo box. Time.
Now, there are other, Purdue OWL, of course, is everybody goes to Purdue OWL when they're, English class and writing. Times New Roman is the standard, has always been the standard, but they allow others like Calibri, and you'll just have to go there. And the teacher will say, okay, you can use these types of fonts. But once again, I just stick with the standard.
Font size combo box 20. Changes the font size of the
20
selection.
is too
20.
big. And once again, you're using a screen reader. There's no reason to, unless, of course, the teacher is requesting this. But if this is just notes,
18, 16, 14.
14, because the standard, the default
Enter
is
font size combo box 14.
Okay.
Changes the font size of bold checkbox, italic checkbox, underline checkbox, font color left parent accent 1 right parent button to active space color
this
paper to
is
move through items press up or down
accent.
arrow.
So if you hit, and I'm going to show
More
you
colors dot
with
dot
the
dot button
mouse,
1 to 1. Navigate with left and right up.
hit
Braille
A,
display commands with
up
JAWS and
arrow.
browser.
Okay, so this sets the default, and you can literally do automatically update your whole document. So if you've already put headings in here and you don't want to redo them all, you don't have to. You just have to
Automatically update checkbox checked. To clear checkmark press space bar.
on
Alt plus U.
that, or go there with your screen reader. It's all good, and then hit enter.
Print edit.
And it immediately changes it to what you want. Now, if you're a screen reader user, you're going to go ahead and do Alt H.
Upper ribbon expanded ribbon home tab
And
2
you're
of
going to
13.
hit
Alt followed by H.
L. Hit L for all those.
L styles normal button 1 of 18. Navigate with left and right up and down arrow keys.
Okay. Well, by default, you are on normal, so you can just right arrow.
No spacing button 2 of 8. Heading 1 button selected 3 of 18.
And it will tell you heading level 1, heading level 2. So if you don't remember, Control Alt 1, Control Alt 2, but I'm telling you the command, so it's much, much easier. But you can go through there and pick what you want. And
This upper ribbon submenu will escape home tab is leaving menus leaving ribbons edit.
So going back to that auto read, we don't want to have misinformation going out there, and a lot of it is because everybody says, "Is there really a command for auto read?" And then I say yes, and they go, "Why is everybody telling me no?" And even the company is. So it's just, but there's a lot of new people, so they're still learning. So hopefully they watch this also, and they can start telling people that there is an auto read, and it's really cool. And this is how you speed it up and how you slow it down. So once again, those selector buttons, which are right by your rocker buttons, if you continue to move your thumbs out, and then of course continue to move your thumbs out, and those are the panning buttons, and that's a whole different lesson. Anyway, this is how you auto read. I will put this, yeah, I would say massive document, but it will get massive. It's only 15 pages right now. Once again, the student is learning, or client, adult client is learning incredibly fast, and he is going to be an incredibly gifted teacher of the blind, and he's almost done with his program now. So that's really exciting. So, yeah, anybody else who wants to become a teacher of the blind, I am more than happy to talk to you about that and the steps and process in order to do that. Okay, great. I will see you in the next lesson. And if you would like this whole documentation, go to yourtechvision.com. And I think I am going to name this Braille Display Commands with JAWS. So you will actually have that, even though I have some intermixed other commands too. So you will just do a search for Braille Display Commands with JAWS. So open yourtechvision.com, hit E for edit. You visual people will see it on the right-hand side. Type that in, and you'll jump right to this document. Okay, everybody, we'll see you later.
You have started screen share. Alt Q. End meeting for all. Enter.